What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video of As Always Aaliyah, where we always keep it real. Now, in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys some of my top tips for people just starting their natural hair journey and what I wish I would have knew. And I'm also going to be taking care of this hair as well. Let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so in this video, like I said, I'm going to be giving you guys some of my top tips. I only have 5 because I'm really going to go into detail, so make sure you guys are paying attention. And I'm also going to give you guys a bonus as well. So if you are somebody who is just starting their natural hair journey, or if you've been on it for a few years but you're just looking for extra tips and tricks and techniques to get through and get by, then I'm definitely your girl. My name is Aaliyah and I started my journey in 2014, so let me put you on, sis. Alright, let me go ahead and start with my hair. This was a wash and go. It's a bit old now. I'm gonna take the front part and just put it up, and then take the back and leave it out, and that's about it. Alright, so while I am separating my front and back sections out, let me go ahead and dive into tip number 1. And just know that they're in no particular order. These are just some tips that I learned along the way that, again, I wish somebody would have told me when I was starting. And the first thing is, before you hop on YouTube, before you go and Google stuff, I would highly recommend that you go see a curly hair specialist. Go see somebody who has a certification as a cosmetologist who specializes in natural and curly hair. That's exactly who I would go see. Google who is in your area. And the reason that I say that is because you can only learn so much. Yo, I look crazy, I'm sorry. But the reason I say that is because you can only learn so much from going on YouTube and going on Google. You have to create a regimen that is specific for your hair and hair type, and your hair type may not be like mine, or the hairstyles that I do may not react well to your hair. So it's really hard to kind of navigate through the natural hair space by following along with people instead of just going to get professional help, somebody who's certified in that field that can tell you what your hair needs and doesn't need. So that's definitely tip number 1. Child, is go to a specialist. I'm going to be using my homemade hair growth herbal tea. If you guys want to see how I made this, I will have it linked up here. I'm also going to put it in the end of the video and in the description below, so you guys can see how I made my herbal hair growth spray. Super easy, and I've been using it for a few days now. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray the front before I try to brush it up in some type of something. I'm going to add in some of that wet line. This is their extreme styling gel. Okay, so if you do go to a curly hair specialist, they're most likely going to tell you, if you let them know that you're just starting your natural hair journey, they're going to ask you, one, if you want to big chop or transition, because they're going to kind of diagnose your hair and take a look at it. And they're going to ask you, well, what do you want to do? You're starting a new journey. How do you want to start? And they're going to ask you, do you want a big chop, or do you want to go ahead and transition? And for those that don't know, big chopping is when you pretty much chop majority of your hair off where all the damage is and you're kind of starting over. And transitioning is when you slowly but surely cut off the ends until it grows out, and it takes a little bit longer, a few years, but you won't lose your length. And it's a little bit harder because you have 2 different curl patterns in your hair. So you're probably asking me, well, which one would I prefer? Would I prefer to big chop, or would I prefer to transition? Now, me personally, on my hair journey, I transitioned. I started in 2014. I've always had long hair, but it was super damaged from me putting heat on it all my life. I was definitely a girl who liked my hair straight, and I definitely regret transitioning. I definitely should have just bit the bullet and did the big chop, because it was such an uphill journey having to battle with 2 different hair types in my hair, and I didn't like it at all. And it was really hard, especially already having to learn my hair and then learn 2 different curl patterns, one which was damaged and one which was the new growth towards the root. So it was hard for me, and if I could go back in time and do it again, I would definitely choose to big chop and just get it out the way and transition, because your hair is going to just react and respond so much better to different curly hairstyles that you want to do. Y'all, like, look at us, we are coming far. That is cute. Okay, that was the hairstyle. Now I could lay my edges. I might as well, friend. Okay, so let's move on to number 2. You have to change your mindset. Sorry to tell you, but there's no magic pill. There's no magic hair bottle, hairspray, hair oil that is going to change your hair in a rapid amount of time. When I tell you I started my hair journey in 2014 and we are now going into 2024, it's been 10 years since I've been on my journey, and that's why I feel so confident talking to you guys, because I've already experienced it. Okay, I already cried the river of tears. Okay, let me put you on. So you have to change your mindset, and what I mean by that is most people think that it's going to happen quickly or overnight. It will happen quicker if you do the big chop. However, you're still going to have to learn your hair and adjust to your new life pretty much with your natural hair. So number 2 is changing your mindset and understanding that this is a journey and it's not a race. It's going to really help you in the long run. Okay, so number 3, I would recommend this after you go see a specialist. So after you go see a specialist and kind of get your curly cut and get your hair how you want it to be to start your natural hair journey, then you can start to follow natural hair influencers and enthusiasts and start engaging more within the natural hair community. For instance, on my channel, you guys will find all things natural hair care. I go over tips like Ayurveda, which are traditional healing properties that uses herbs and spices to actually help heal your hair. I also show how to make different homemade and DIY hair products on my page as well, and I do so much more as far as doing different hairstyles and introducing you to different rod and roller sets that you probably never heard of. So if you're on your natural hair journey and is looking for somebody who you want to kind of follow and be influenced by, I'm definitely your girl. But yeah, after you go to your hair specialist and you're now on your natural hair journey, start following people to be influenced by and try some of their different methods and experiences that they're sharing with you. Now, I already hinted at this in number 3, I think we were. Now we're on number 4, but that is if you do decide to transition, which is completely okay. I know how hard it is to say, yeah, let's cut all my long hair off even though it's damaged. It's still your hair, you know, and some people can't go through with that like me. I did not want my hair to be cut. It's been pretty long my whole life and I couldn't picture myself with short hair. So if you are somebody who has decided to transition, which is okay, I would highly recommend you start looking into rod and roller sets. I have a ton of them on my channel. That's what I primarily focus on because I was somebody who transitioned and I had to find hairstyles that worked with both my new growth and all my damaged ends at the bottom. And of course, I stumbled across different rod and roller sets like perm rods, flexi rods, flex grip rollers, magic hair spoolies, magic hair rollers, curl formers, the octo curl, jumbo rollers, wire mesh rollers. Like, I have videos on all of these different hairstyles that I learned to do over the years because I had to blend my new growth and my damaged ends together, and that was definitely rod and rollers. A hairstyle that you probably want to stay away from if you decide to transition is wash and goes. Your hair is probably not going to have the best curl pattern if you are starting your natural hair journey off of damaged hair. If you have some chemical damaged hair, environmental factors like different wind and dirt and debris, and you're not clarifying your hair enough where it's damaged, or heat damage like I had. I never used a perm in my life. I never used chemicals. I never colored my hair. I just always used a lot of heat, and because of that I had heat damage. So if you are somebody who is coming off of damaged hair, which is like most of us in the natural hair community, so if you are somebody coming off of damaged hair and want to go into your natural hair journey and transition, then definitely use rod and rollers. That's like the best thing I can recommend to you is a perm rod set. It will look gorgeous and it will last you all week long. So I'll definitely have some videos and examples of different hairstyles that I recommend for people who are starting their natural hair journey on transitioned hair. Then you can check out the videos below. And also, if you are doing your big chop and starting your natural hair journey as well, you can still do these hairstyles and it will also look equally phenomenal. So that is number 4. All right, let's move on to the last one and also the bonus, friend. So if you guys are liking the these tips that I'm giving you, then definitely go ahead and subscribe. Again, my name is Aaliyah, and I love teaching people all about natural hair care. I started 10 years ago, and here we are now. I picked up a lot of knowledgeable information along the way that I want to share with you, so make sure you guys are locked in with me and subscribed. All right, let's move on to number 5, which I kind of regret not doing enough, and that is taking progress photos. If you are somebody who is starting your natural hair journey, either transitioning or big chopping, does not matter. I love going back into like 2015, 2016 and just looking at how bad my hair looks compared to now, because sometimes it is easy to get discouraged on your hair journey looking at your hair and you're like, wait a minute, let me see how actually far I came before I sit here and start crying over my curls because they're not how I want them to be. They're not how you want them to be just yet, but if you keep working at it, I promise you guys will get there. So progress photos really do help. They boost my spirits all the time because I'm able to go back in time and just see how bad and damaged my hair looks and all the progress and work I put in to kind of look curly and back to a healthy state. And don't be afraid to start indulging and making new friends within the community as well. You can definitely go on TikTok and introduce yourself. Tell them that you're just starting your natural hair journey. Tell them that you're a new member of the community, and we will welcome you with open arms. Don't be afraid to just get out of your comfort zone. And if it's something that you want to do, if you want to come on camera and introduce yourself and tell the community who you are and why you're starting your natural hair journey on TikTok, I think that will be great. You'll be able to connect with people who are relating to you because they're also just starting their natural hair journey, and now you have a group of friends that you're talking to about your journey. And that's something that I didn't have when I was starting. I really kept it to myself and I kind of just journaled along the way. And if I could go back in time, hence the title of the video, I wish that I could have that circle around me, that support system, those people to lean on, because it's going to get hard when you are on your natural hair journey. You don't know to go left or to go right, to grab a mousse or to grab a gel. You don't know. It's going to get hard. It's going to be a lot of trial and error, and it's easier when you have somebody going through it with you. So that's why I always encourage you to get out there and get active within the natural hair community, especially on TikTok, because it's such a sociable app. And introduce yourself and just see who slides up in your comments. You might find a new best friend, honey. Stop playing. Okay, so I gave you all 5. I actually forgot to squirt some of this on my actual hair as well, so now I'm ready to go ahead and give you guys the bonus. Again, if you want to see what's in this bottle, I used aloe vera, different herbs. Girl, hooked it up this time, okay? And I've been using it like crazy on my hair and it just feels phenomenal. Sorry, gotta get my hair together, friend. Give it some life. I love putting water-based products back into my hair. I don't really like using like leave-ins and stuff like that. I'd rather use homemade DIY products that I make, so make sure you guys check out that video. I'll have it tagged below. And the bonus, y'all. The bonus, friend. This is something that I regret doing. And I'm so happy that I went through my natural hair journey and I did this so I can tell you not to do this, and that's become a product junkie. Bruh. I thought it was so cool when I was first starting my natural hair journey to have every single product under the sun, and then when I became a natural hair influencer a few years later and brands just started sending me products, like I became obsessed and I turned into a product junkie, and it actually affected my hair because each wash day I was using a new shampoo, a new deep conditioner, I was using new oils every single week, and my hair kind of got irritated from that. It became inflamed and itchiness, and it became dry, and I was using all these different products because I had them. If you are just starting your natural hair journey, please only pick like 1 to 3 shampoos, 1 to 3 deep conditioners, and so on and so on, 1 to 3 creams, preferably all from the same collection. Just start there. As your journey continues, yes, of course, you're going to add different hair products into the mix, but don't become a product junkie, y'all. Like, don't become a product junkie. It's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be good for your wallet. It's not going to be good for your hair. Nothing. There's nothing good that will come out of being a product junkie. So don't do it. No matter how many YouTube videos you see and there's like 1,000 hair products on the wall, we don't use all of them. They just kind of sit there and collect dust. Like, I have those videos too, you know. They're nice and fun to watch. Yeah, 1,000 hair products, yay. You're not going to get to them, and if you do try to get to them, it's just going to be detrimental to your scalp and your hair, because you can't keep putting new ingredients on your scalp every week and introducing new ingredients to your hair regimen. Your hair is going to get confused, and it's also what you used last week may not interact to what you're using this week, and your hair is going to get confused, and it's going to throw off your pH balance, and now your hair's dry, itchy, and has dandruff. Girl, I am telling you, because I've been through it. Do not become a product junkie. Well guys, that concludes the video of my top tips for people just starting their natural hair journey, and what I wish I would have knew. Somebody was just right here in my ear like, hey, you want to start your natural hair journey? Do this, 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 and this. This was hopefully what that video was, and hopefully it was helpful. If you guys want more tips, I'll drop a part 2, friend. Don't play with me now. I got 10 years of knowledge up in this noggin, okay? I can help a sister out for real. So make sure you guys are locked in and subscribe, like I said. You guys can also check out my website. I have an ebook on there. Also one-on-one consultations that you guys can sign up for. So there's a lot of different things that I offer to the natural hair community. So again, make sure you guys are locked and loaded with your girl Leah in the natural hair care gang. Alright guys, hopefully this was helpful, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Aaliyah. This is As Always Aaliyah, where we always keep it real. I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.